live streaming. Thank you for the hour. I'll be honest with you, I need more than an hour, but I wanted to come back and at least get started on a few things, and I had a follow-up question or two as well. Let's start with 4.
Okay.
Okay, and that was the bereavement leave proposal. Start just for the record and respectfully decline the proposal. And as is part of our deal, we always give each other rationales, right? So we did start to look at District 93, District 91, you know, some of your local regionals here. And as we looked at what was out there, your district wisely has a larger sick leave allocation. So, for example, 93 has 10 sick leave days and 5 personal days. We have 14 and 5. So already you have 19 guaranteed, they only have 15 guaranteed, and I'm sure you agree that it's more beneficial for retirement purposes to have those extra days in sick leave versus pulling sick leave down to what some of the other districts have and adding the possibility of bereavement. So from that perspective, I think what arrangement the district currently has is actually more beneficial to more employees as far as collecting those days and storing those days up for retirement. The other thing is just a reality is budgeting it with it right now, and we're going to talk a little bit about finances and budgeting. So that was our thought with that, given that we're already guaranteeing more days and than the other districts have in the region. Number 7. And that was contract days and work day length. We can sign off on that one. So if you want to, I'll just give you mine. Who's signing for the district this year? Okay. It used to be Carl.
I know. Pass the torch.
Yeah. So there we go.
Saving them.
Yeah, those go in the notes, so. Excellent. Okay, next one is number 8. I can understand, and we talked about the fact that consistency across the district, can understand that concern. This is one of those proposals that it's kind of a hybrid issue that respectfully do not want to put it in the agreement this year, but we recognize that it is something that does need to be looked into during the coming school year so we can do some data collection. Plus, we think it's also would be more beneficial if we had some high school administrative input. There's some tracking issues, some participation issues for tracking. Some of these issues are already in the negotiated agreement. Which ones are those?
There's some time on set aside for back to school night and or other evening activities. And so,
Right, there's only,
it's not a full day's worth of.
right.
Right.
And, but I am still having administrators telling their staff they need to sign up for their ghost hours, and whether it's elective fair, FAFSA night, so forth.
So I think there's some understanding and some recognition that this is an area that needs some further discussion and needs some further input from people who aren't necessarily sitting here at the table. So from that perspective, we don't want to put it in the agreement for this year, but recognize it's something that we're going to be talking about during the school year. One other question I had for you was, would it be possible for you to email the copies of your proposals to Brenda so that we can play with it? Yeah, I got back and realized we had forgotten to do that, and we normally do, share things back and forth. so that we can go through, and give you some counters on some of the
Yeah.
other
I can do
languages
that.
that we had. That would be great. Hold on one sec.
You know, one other
Talk to
thing.
the mic.
Oh, sorry. You can tell I'm never on a mic.
Yeah, we don't want Mike.
So one thing that wasn't brought up, that when we were looking at some of our others and we're trying to figure out all the money pieces that fall to it, because I know that the salary schedule is one money issue, but the others have some money issues tied to them. And so will you discuss or talk about your thoughts on leadership premium? Because if you remember, leadership premiums are no longer they're not a guarantee. And so we were looking at those, and what are your thoughts on that? Or, I mean, you can take that back to your team,
Or we can take it.
to discuss, but I just wanted to make sure that, you're aware of that, so that, we can have that discussion as well. Because that's another financial that's about $400,000 a year as well. And remember how the state used to send us money for that, and we've included that.
Yeah, don't we both wish the state was sending us
Yeah.
more money, period? But if you could get us those,
Just let us know.
email to Brenda the proposals, I can get some language stuff back to you.
Okay.
How long do you think we're gonna need to?
We've done a lot of the
We've done a lot of the
typing.
legwork.
However fast we can type, and Jonathan says he can type faster than me, so we'll.
Oh, they're pushing it on you now.
My mother was a typing teacher.
Oh.
so-
Your mom was a typing teacher? Oh, the good old days.
Back in the day, today it
you'll
would be
send out-
I have
keyboarding,
them right on
but
my-
mom is in her
it'll
late
be a-
80s.
It'll be a link to a Google Doc.
Oh,
perfect. Or
Or
just
just share the Google Doc would be awesome, thanks.
Yeah, that's what I
Thank you.
meant.
Yeah.
I don't know the vernacular for that, but,
You knew that big word vernacular, so I'm impressed.
and I
I
can
didn't
say
even
that
know
word,
that
I
one.
can't,
I
the
know.
collegial.
The collegial, yeah.
And
Why don't,
pedagogical, I can't say.
yeah, pedagogical is another one that's, why don't we shoot for 11:30, and if I need a little bit more than that, I will make sure that we get that message to you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I'll go do that right now.